Buenos días, clase. Today we are starting a new topic. We are going to begin learning vocabulary about la ropa, which means clothing. Please take out your note packets and follow along with me. On this slide, you see the words toma apuntes, which means take notes. As we go through each word, I want you to write the translation to the Spanish word, listen carefully to the pronunciation, and connect it to the visual that you see on your packet. Let's begin. Repeat after me, por favor. La camisa. La camisa means shirt. Los pantalones. Los pantalones means pants. Los zapatos. Los zapatos means shoes. La chaqueta. La chaqueta means jacket. Los calcetines. Los calcetines means socks. El sombrero. El sombrero means hat. Sombrero refers to a hat that has a brim that goes all the way around. La gorra. La gorra is also a hat, but a hat with a brim that comes out the front, like a baseball cap. El gorro. El gorro is a hat with no brim. Think of when you are holding a beanie open to put onto your head. When you look down, it looks like a big O shape. El gorro. Los lentes o las gafas. Los lentes o las gafas are glasses. To say sunglasses, you would add de sol after. Los lentes de sol. Las gafas de sol. El bolso. El bolso is a bag. El permeable. El permeable is a raincoat. Think about the fact that a raincoat is waterproof, meaning it is not permeable to the water, or the rain cannot permeate the surface. Going back to pantalones, you can add a few words after pantalones to distinguish them from other types of pants. Por ejemplo, pantalones cortos. Los pantalones cortos are shorts. Pantalones deportivos. Los pantalones deportivos are sports pants, like sweatpants. La camiseta. La camiseta is a t-shirt. If you have una camiseta sin mangas, that is a t-shirt without sleeves, like a tank top. La falda. La falda is a skirt. Remember, if you are describing something, the describing word comes after the thing you are describing. So a pink skirt would be una falda rosa. You must also change the gender of the describing word depending on if the item is masculine or feminine. El vestido. El vestido is a dress and is a masculine noun. So to say a pink and blue dress, it would be un vestido rosado y azul. Las botas. Las botas are boots. La bufanda. La bufanda is a scarf. La ropa interior. La ropa interior is your interior clothing, otherwise known as underwear. Las chanclas. Las chanclas are like flip-flops, while the word sandalia is a sandal. Other words to know. La tienda. La tienda means the store. El cajero, or el cajera. El cajero is the cashier. El centro comercial. El centro comercial is the shopping mall or commercial center. El mercado. El mercado is the market. You may also go to un supermercado. ¿Cuánto cuesta? Remember your question words in this unit. ¿Cuánto cuesta? Or ¿cuánto cuestan? Is how much does it cost or how much do they cost. El dinero. El dinero is money. Ir de compras. Ir de compras is to go shopping. Pagar. Pagar is to pay. It is a verb and can be conjugated using the AR verb pattern. El precio. El precio is the price of something. Let's review our colors, shall we? Remember that los colores must come after the noun it is describing and also must match in gender and number. Rojo o roja is red. Anaranjado o anaranjada is orange. Amarillo o amarilla is yellow. Verde ends in a neutral letter. Verde means green. Azul also can go with either feminine or masculine, but if there are more than one blue thing, you would say azules. Morado o morada is purple. There are quite a few different words for purple, so it is important to know this one is the one that will be on the quiz. So even if you know violeta o púrpura, please practice using morado in this unit. Claro o clara means clear or light in the situation that you are describing a color. Oscuro o oscura is dark. Por ejemplo, un vestido azul claro is a light blue dress, and una camiseta roja oscura is a dark red t-shirt. Some additional colors that may help you describe your clothing. To describe something is the color gold, you would use dorado o dorada. But gold, the noun, is oro. Está hecho de oro. It is made of gold. The color gray is el color gris. Y plateado is the color silver. For turquoise or teal, you could say turquesa o verde azulado, which technically means green-blue. Rosado o rosada is pink. Marrón o café is brown. Negro o negra is black. And finally, white is blanco or blanca. Vamos a hacer una práctica rápida. Complete each sentence below with the appropriate adjective or color. The verb llevar means to wear, and remember to change the endings of the colors to match the gender and the number of the thing it is describing. I will give you a few moments to think. Okay, here are the answers. How did you do? Notice that the color is describing the item, not the person wearing them, so the color changes accordingly to that. Let's remember that tener was called a mini boot verb because the stem of the verb changes from ten to tien in the tú, él, ella, usted, ellos, ellas, y ustedes forms, creating the visual of a small boot. We will learn more about boot verbs in this unit, so try to refresh yourself with this blast from the past. Remember that there are also lots of phrases using tener to express yourself. Take some time to review those expressions and jot them down in your notes for this unit. Underneath this section, there are más palabras de vocabulario. Many of these words I have already filled in for you. It is up to you to review and know them. Same goes for nuestras estaciones, el invierno, la primavera, el otoño y el verano. Be sure to brush up on your seasons and weather words as you will see them come back in this unit as well. As we continue learning these words, it is important that you connect the word, the sound, and the image in your brain. This will help you remember vocabulary more easily when you are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Now we are going to watch a short video. Watch and listen carefully to the following video where two amigos are talking about la ropa que van a llevar. Pay attention to the clothing words you hear. See if you recognize any vocabulary from your notes.
¿Qué tal?
Juan, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Por qué traes chamarra, guantes, bufanda, gorro? No hace frío.
Yo sí tengo frío. He tenido frío todo el día.
Pero no va a nevar. Está el día soleado. Tal vez hace un poco de fresco, pero no tienes que llevar tanta cosa.
Yo sé que no va a nevar porque nunca cae nieve en Guanajuato, pero yo sí tengo frío.
Tienes razón, nunca cae nieve en Guanajuato. Y menos hoy, porque el día está soleado.
Tienes razón. Además, no quiero cargar los guantes, ni el gorro, ni la bufanda si no los necesito.
Tienes razón. Si vas a llevar algo, lleva una chamarra, unos lentes de sol y una gorra.
Buena idea. Voy a ir por mis lentes de sol y una gorra. Ahora sí estoy listo.
¡Guau! ¿Estás listo para ir a la calle? ¡Ay, no! ¿Escuchas eso?
No, no escucho nada.
Son truenos. ¡Ah! Y muy fuertes. Creo que va a llover.
Tienes razón. Estaba soleado, pero ahora ya no. Creo que sí va a llover.
Ay, no. ¡Ah! ¿Escuchas eso? Es el viento y se escucha muy fuerte. Creo que va a llover muy, muy fuerte. ¿Quieres llevar un paraguas?
Sí, voy por mi paraguas. Ahora sí estoy listo.
Bueno, ahora no necesitas llevar ni gorra ni lentes, solo paraguas y chamarra. Y estás listo para salir a la calle.
Tienes razón. De hecho, me gusta la lluvia. Nos vemos en un rato.
Adiós.
Uy.
Okay, excelente. Now that you have heard real Spanish speakers hablando de la ropa, vamos a shift into a small creative project that vas a trabajar en durante el resto de la semana. You will be becoming fashion designers, creating your own catálogo de ropa or clothing catalog. For this project, it is very important that you use your note packets only. No Google Translate, no outside websites. This is practice using the vocabulary that you are learning en la clase, no afuera. Each item that you choose to include in your catalog must have a Spanish label, a price, dot, and a visual. That means you must show a picture or drawing of the clothing item in color. Use good craftsmanship and don't scribble, por favor. You have options for how you create this. You may make a digital catalog and print it to turn in, or you may create a physical catalog by drawing or collaging. There is white paper at the front of the classroom. There are coloring supplies on the shelf in the back of the room. You may also use magazines and colored paper located in the closet between the windows labeled El Centro de Estudiante. You can cut and paste images to design your catalog, or you can simply draw and color them. On the last slide, you will see my example. In my example, I placed some of my clothing items on models. I also got creative and gave some of my clothing fancy names. I included a price for each item. I created a title for my catalog. I also chose a season so that all of my clothing matches a theme. Vas a hacer lo mismo. Have fun with this project and be creative, but also remember that you may not have a large amount of work time in class. It is important that you manage your time and plan to work on this outside of class as well. We will continue practicing this vocabulary together, and this project will help you build confidence using these new words. Please use the rest of class time to work on your new catalog projects. Use your time wisely and work hard. Okay, vamos!